I have a second channel, Cube Comp MTDX. Hey everybody, here we are in the future home of Cube Computer Channel videos. This is the workshop, tech room, whatever you call it, office in my new home. I don't yet have power and I don't yet have air conditioning, so it is hot and toasty in here. But I wanted to go ahead and make this video because we got a little something to talk about today, and that is Windows 11. So it's funny to think, just 6 years ago, Microsoft quoted that Windows 10 was the last version of Windows, and thus we are continuing to work on Windows 10. So yeah, Windows 10 was supposed to be it. That was supposed to be the last version of Windows, but after COVID-19 and the pandemic, and with everything that happened as far as the shutdowns and working from home and stuff like that, Microsoft is like, let's reevaluate that. So thus we have Windows 11. Windows 11 is a shiny new operating system that has a really pretty interface, but it's stirring up a lot of controversy as far as its hardware requirements go. So the question is, will Windows 11 be the next Vista? Because of course we know Windows 10, although I don't think it was as great as Windows 7, it was certainly a whole lot better than the disaster that was Windows 8. So Windows 10 has a big user base, and of course Windows 10 for the most part works fine. Of course it does have its faults, and I have talked about that several times here on the channel. So Windows 11 again has this shiny new interface. It takes design cues from the Mac, I say from Mac OS, shiny new corners on the windows, and they supposedly have dropped all the old Windows 95 era icons. All new icons, pretty new interface. Got this new style taskbar, new style start menu that pops up in the center of the screen rather than the left corner, which I think that can be changed. So let's go ahead and look back at Windows Vista. So Windows Vista came out in 2007, and it was a shiny new pretty operating system, really nice and pretty compared to the dated looking Windows XP. Windows Vista had its fair share of issues at launch. It had very steep hardware requirements for the time, and also that Microsoft wasn't exactly clear on what kind of hardware you needed to effectively run the OS without it being slow as crap. And they face a lot of criticism over that. Matter of fact, I think they even got sued because of the of course the Windows Vista capable badging you would see on Windows XP computers sold around 2006. Those computers met the requirements to just barely run Windows Vista. Now the thing about Windows Vista is it would install on stuff that it wouldn't exactly run on. But here's the thing with Windows 11. So Windows 11, now the basic hardware requirements, like when you look at the numbers, it's not too, I'd say, out of line from what I would expect for a new OS. There's 1 GHz dual core CPU, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage. GPU that supports WDDM2 and DirectX 12. Things like that. But here's the thing. Microsoft now requires you to have UEFI. So if your computer does not have UEFI firmware, just has a classic BIOS, it will not run Windows 11. If your computer does not have anything 8th gen or newer Intel or Ryzen 2000 or newer AMD, it won't run Windows 11. That's what they're saying anyway. If your computer does not support Trusted Platform Module 2.0, for example, if your system has TPM 1.2, it won't run Windows 11. And see, here's the thing. Microsoft was kind of back and forth about what was required. they were saying that TPM 2.0 was a soft requirement, but 1.2 was all you really needed. And the 8th gen Intel Core Series CPU or equivalent was also a soft requirement, but wasn't exactly needed. So there's a lot of controversy right now over over this, because a lot of computers that I think could easily run Windows 11 are deemed incompatible because of, oh yeah, you also have to have Secure Boot enabled. So Secure Boot TPM 2.0, that's required apparently. So of course, computers that run Windows 10, most computers that ship with Windows 10 shouldn't be a problem. But I mean, there's computers out there, let's say, like for example, even some of Microsoft's own Surface line, anything that's older than 8th gen Intel Core, they're saying will not run Windows 11. So the thing is, Vista had steep hardware requirements, but it would install on just about anything. Yet Windows 11, despite your computer being powerful enough to run the OS will not install because let's say your computer doesn't support TPM 2.0. Now get this, it even gets better. So think of it like this. TPM and Secure Boot, they've always been disabled in my computer's setup utility. And I can imagine a lot of computers sitting in the hands of regular users, these settings may also be disabled. Now, on OEM systems from like Dell or HP, those options usually are enabled out of the box, but when you start stepping into retail component territory, like custom builds, sometimes those things may not be enabled. And the Windows Health Checker will say, this computer cannot run Windows 11, when really it's just a setting is turned off. So Microsoft is already in the process of setting up Windows 11 to be a new Vista, I think. It's coming. It's going to be a new Vista, I think. And oh, get this. So the home version of Windows 11, you must have internet connectivity in order to set up the operating system, more or less the out-of-box experience, because they're forcing use of Microsoft accounts on Windows 11 Home. Now, if you have Windows 11 Pro, you can use the local account option. Now, that's still kind of up in the air. There may be workarounds for that because, some out in the sticks who may not have access to an internet connection, which, is still a thing. Kind of ridiculous. You can't even set up your computer. Let's say you buy a brand new computer, take it out of the box, you're out the sticks, don't have access to internet connection besides dial-up. Now, for most people, there will be a way somehow. I mean, you could probably use your phone. You could tether your phone's data to your computer. But I mean, there's ways. But still, you should not have to have internet access to set up your computer. You shouldn't have to have it in order to create the account and log into the freaking thing. And I think that's another way that Microsoft is possibly in the process of setting up Windows 11 to be a new Vista. So, Windows 11, nice, shiny, and pretty, but it's in a way, in my opinion, it's kind of repeating the history of Windows Vista. So, yeah, if things hold out the way they are right now, again, I could see Windows 11 being a new Vista. For example, people right now, they're first it was, well, back when the pandemic started, it was toilet paper and things like that. And of course, with crypto mining going crazy, everybody's buying up GPUs and scalping GPUs. Now it's TPM modules, apparently. Everybody's buying them up. And what would normally cost, maybe $25 is now costing people probably $75 to $150. Because the scalpers are buying them up, using their automated systems to just buy up the listings and resell the items on eBay for an extremely high marked up price. So, yeah, guys, I guess it's a good thing that Windows 10 will supposedly be supported till 2025. I mean, but that's just 4 years. Now, if Windows 11 ends up being a total failure, which I hope it's not, but if it ends up being another Vista, I wouldn't be surprised if Windows 10 support is extended, because in the way it's looking right now with just those hardware requirements alone, the TPM 2.0, the secure boot, the UEFI requirement, which the UEFI requirement, I mean, that's not something I would consider outrageous, but the TPM requirement, you have to have it on. The secure boot has to be on. The especially the 8th Gen Core series CPU requirement, or the Ryzen 2000 series requirement. I mean, dang, the mid-tower Lux model system is a Ryzen 7 1700X. So theoretically, it can't even run as 11, and it's just those components are not even 4 years old. It's just, yeah, it could be a new Windows Vista. So I guess before I wrap this up, let me show you a little bit of this room. So as I mentioned, power is not onto the house just yet. Now, if you want to see a full tour of the house, you'll need to head on over to CubeComp MTDX, because that's where I'm posting videos about the home progress. So this is the future tech room, or office, whatever you want to call it. Definitely bigger than what I had in that single wide. Got this nice big walk-in closet. Oh yeah, not to mention, we got a back door right here to outside. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Well, everybody, that's it for this video, but don't forget there's a lot more interesting stuff on the channel to check out. Also, if this is your first time visiting this channel, feel free to subscribe to Computer Channel, and also don't forget to tick the bell so that way you'll get notified of new video posts. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, but if you really didn't like it, there is the alternative option available as well. Also, feel free to check out my second channel, CubeComp MTDX. There you'll find videos about bicycling, weather, elevator tours, and all sorts of other neat, interesting stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Feel free to come back, and thank you for your support.